Today, we're gonna look at all the ways that you can make money from content creation, and we're gonna rank them. We're gonna look at which moneymaker is best for your business and the type of content that you're creating so that you can focus on those and have the best success from your efforts. What is going on, guys? Travis Patel here with Kingpinning. Thank you so much for joining me. Today is day 6 of the 90 days of YouTube. Today we're gonna dive into all the ways that we can make money from content creation and put them into a ranking system. We'll talk about the pros and cons of each so that you can best decide what you should be focusing on. All right, let's dive into it. All right, remember the questions that we've asked ourselves from previous days in our 90 days of YouTube. What is it that we're creating? What is our business? What are we trying to do here? Are we entertainers? Are we educators? Do we have a business model already in place? Are we trying to solve a problem for people? All of these things are going to be very helpful in determining what you should be selling. What is the offer that's going to actually create income stream for you? I see a lot of content creators focus on the wrong types of money makers so that those efforts they put in, the content they put out there, it might be getting views, they might be getting traction in their brand, but they're not making as much money as they could be. I definitely see this in young content creators that really focus on being just a celebrity. They're just trying to be an influencer, and they wait till they have a big enough audience that other people approach them. Now, if they had any idea about business systems, they could be applying a lot of this stuff early to actually make money from a very small audience. All right. So here at Kingpinning, we are educators. We are solving the problem for you guys who are trying to build a business. We're trying to make you more money. We're trying to secure a better financial future for you. If that's from advertising, e-commerce, digital products, investing, crypto, all these different ways, we are focused on fixing that financial future problem that a lot of people have. And that is what we got to think about when it comes to what are we going to sell? What's going to fit the best way? All right, so let's go ahead and dive into our first one here. The first moneymaker on the list, a common one people always are expecting to be a big payout for them, and that is the ad share revenue. So on YouTube here, they have an ad share program where once you get a certain viewership, I think it's like 1,000 viewers or 1,000 hours watched or something like that, they have a criteria before you can qualify. You'll start to get a share of ad revenue. So the ads that run on your videos, people click on them, they watch them, there's ad share going on there. You'll get a percentage of that. And depending on the niche that you're in, you'll get higher payouts. So in the financial market, email marketing, these type of make money, insurance, you're going to get a higher CPM, a payout for the viewers that you get rather than if you are in an art channel or video gaming or a more entertainment type of route. The ad share is mostly what I consider just kind of a bonus, okay? It's not really something that you should rely on solely as your income stream because you're leaving a lot of money on the table, and you're not gonna get a big payout from ad share revenue until you have a very, very large viewer base. You know, Mr. Beast gets millions of dollars a month from his ad share revenue, but if you have 10,000 viewers and subscribers, you're probably not going to get paid a super high amount. Now, I love on my video game channel that I post maybe a few videos per year, just playing a game that's like 20 years old. That makes me about $50 to $100 per month in ad share revenue. So it's a nice little extra revenue stream that can come from very little work as long as you have those regular subscribers and that regular content coming out. So for our ad share revenue, I would have to go ahead and rank this on the D level. As far as overall out of the income streams we're going to be talking about, it's a great bonus. It's awesome extra in there, but it is not something that you should rely on. I know that Twitter just recently opened up an ad share revenue system, and a lot of Twitter users are trying just to grow their account the best they can so they can get that ad share. But overall, in the long run especially, that's not going to be a great producer for you, and it should not be something that you focus on solely. It should be just extra bonus money coming in. Obviously, try and work with the algorithm as best you can, get as many subscribers, retention time, viewers, and all that. That's going to increase your ad share, plus choosing the right market, the right niche, but don't rely on the sole income source because that will be rough on you. All right, secondly is kind of in that same line where we're talking about sponsorships. This is another one a lot of content creators really rely on that don't understand business systems. Sponsorships are pretty much like an affiliate sale where you have a company reaching out to you, and they will pay you X amount of dollars per month to talk about their video so many times, or talk about their company in your videos so many times through the month. Now, sponsorships are great because it starts to be when you get pretty good money. You know, sponsorships typically start around $1,000, couple $1,000s per month, you know, a couple $100s per month at least. And if you have a solid reoccurring viewership, you're going to get, you know, 5 figures or more for these monthly sponsorships. Now, sponsorships are typically going to be very broad or general products in the market. You can see like websites like Squarespace or Wix and all those type of things. Products and offers that will fit with any crowd. They have a sponsor program where they'll reach out to influencers and content creators and get them on board, but it may not be the best conversions of traffic. Now, it's a very low stress type of income stream because you just have to worry about creating your content and doing your thing, and they're going to pay you a regular fee. Now, that is typically how a lot of influencers and early content creators are going to be able to get away from their kind of 9-to-5 job and be able to do this full time. When the sponsors starts paying you 5 figures plus a month, you can really go all in on your content. But before that, you know, you're going to have to kind of work your way up. Now, you can start getting sponsors really as early as around 10,000 subscribers, depending on the niche and the market you're in. But again, you're going to get paid more with the more viewers you get. So your entire focus when you're choosing these income streams like the ad share and the sponsors is focusing on the algorithm. This is a big part of like the entertainers are getting more paid from sponsorships and ad share rather than the other income streams that we're talking about. So I'm going to give sponsorships a good C. It's a good middle ground income stream where it's low stress. You don't have to worry about anything on the business and the sales side. You just get to focus on your talent, on your content creation, which is a super plus, especially for those that don't want to really build a legit business around what they're doing. They just want to focus on content creation. All right, our third one on the list is affiliate sales. Now, affiliate sales are much like sponsorships where you're going to be promoting someone else's product, but rather than being paid a lump sum, depending on how many times you mention their product through the month, you're going to get paid based on commissions. So how many sales that your promotion makes, you'll get a certain percentage of those sales. So you have a much higher ceiling on an affiliate sale offer over, let's say, a sponsorship deal, but it is very reliant on your marketing, on your promotion. How in line is that product to what you're talking about, right? Now, affiliate sales, you're going to have, any business should have some form of affiliate sales in there because you as a content creator, you might have products of your own, you might have a business of your own, but you're most likely not going to be the owner of everything that you're going to be using to kind of solve your problem or whatever you're talking about. And those other products are great things that you can mention to your audience. Like if you're, example, a video editor and you use a certain camera or you use a certain lens and you like that company, you know the owner maybe, then you can set up an affiliate deal with them so that you can promote their lens every 3 videos or every video, and you get a percentage of sales that come from that. Now, you can even have it as simple as using something like Amazon affiliate links. I see a lot of content creators do this. Peter McKinney is a video editor, a video producer, very good quality, talented YouTuber. And in his early days, I don't know if he still does this, but he would have just all his equipment that he uses listed for Amazon links in his description. So the camera, the tripod, the lens, the microphone, everything he uses to create videos, he would have an Amazon link there. Now, it's great about Amazon and these other kind of mass sales sites, Walmart type sites, is that you get a cookies every time that someone clicks your link. And what that means is that it's pretty much if they click through your affiliate link for one product and they come back to the website and buy anything else in a certain time period, then you're going to get the commissions from that sale. Now, the problem with the Amazon affiliate links is that the commission rates are very low. So if you're selling something for $50, you're going to get like $2 or $3 per sale. Whereas if you set up an original joint venture deal with a company specifically, you can typically get quite a bit more payout commissions for those sales. So affiliate sales are really great. I think they should be in any educators type of income streams because, again, You're not going to be the owner of every product and every tool that you use, so you might as well mention it to get some sales rolling in. So I'm going to put affiliate sales in the B tier. I think this is a really great one to have in the lineup, and something that anyone can put, even just a simple Amazon affiliates. Once you get super amount of subscribers and views coming in, those Amazon cookies and those links really add up, and you can make quite a bit of money just from having the Amazon affiliate links. All right, now we're going to talk about e-commerce and taking those physical products one step further, where you are the owner of the entire product. So if you are a fitness, if you're a weight loss type of content creator and you have your own whey protein, or you have your own fitness kind of supplement, or a tool, or a exercise equipment, whatever it may be, and this type of product is really, really going to make you rich, because this is building your brand not only with your content creation, but with the products you use to solve the problem. Remember, entertainers are educators. An entertainer, even Mr. Beast, is selling things like Feastables, their chocolate bars, and the Beast Burger. You've got David Dobrik doing the pizza that he's selling. You've got Logan Paul and KSI doing their Prime drink. Even this isn't specific to the problem they're fixing. They see the power of having their own brand, having their own e-commerce product. And there's many ways you can go about it, from Shopify to drop shipping to arbitrage to private labeling and white labeling to having your own stuff manufactured and created. But e-commerce is an incredible way to add big money to the content creation side, to any traffic you're rolling in, because the more you own of something, yes, the more hassle, the more responsibility, the more moving parts you got to be kind of in charge of, but the bigger cut, and overall in the long run, it's a brand and a business that you can sell. If you're a content creator and you're the face of the brand, and you have just sponsorship deals, affiliate sales, ad share revenue, you're really not going to have much that you could sell that brand for and down the road. Whereas if you have an e-commerce brand and you do something like George Clooney, and you have the tequila or whatever they had launched, they sell that for $1 billion down the road, because of the tequila, the product itself is the brand. It's not you, the content creator. You've just used your power of audience attention to direct your audience to buy this product, create a powerhouse brand around that, a business system that in the long run, most e-commerce sellers typically make the bulk of their money when they sell their business. Okay, so content creation, e-commerce works really well together, and is something I would put right at the A tier. Now, the only downfall with e-commerce and having your own product is all the moving parts. You're responsible for everything. We can see this in Mr. Beast and the Beast Burger, where he's being sued by the company that he hired to do the fulfillment of the burger. And it's been a whole battle, legal battle between them, because they didn't really deliver on their end. He said that they didn't deliver on their own end, so they're suing him for saying those negative things. And that's the thing, is that with fulfillment, customer support, traffic, all these business systems, more moving parts you have, the more things that can break. But it is kind of a nice payoff in the end when you get it kind of rolling for you. All right, next up, we're going to talk about merchandise. So print on demand. It can be print on demand, or you can bulk buy merchandise, whatever it is. If you're an entertainer, you have a brand name, you have a face, merchandise is a great way to add sales in there, because you can just have your own logo, or you can have your own phrases and sayings, funny shirts that really fit with your brand that you can easily sell. People want to represent people that they like, and share with other people that like you as well. That's where merchandise really comes in handy. You know, Logan Paul back in the day, I can't remember his name of his brand, but it was that Phoenix-like logo, and they were doing several millions of dollars. Again, when you have that audience attention, you can direct them to what you want, and if you have ownership of a product, that's going to give you quite a bit more payout, have a lot more effect, and merchandise fits perfectly with those that are entertainers, even on the educators. But if you're something like a chiropractor or a dentist or a doctor, you know, having your logo on merchandise is probably not going to be ideal for you. You'd want to do something more specific to the problem you're fixing. But on the entertainment side, those that typically focus on the ad share revenue or sponsorship deals, those guys are going to probably get quite a bit more payout by having merchandise in there, having their own print-on-demand printed store in place, right? So for merchandise and print-on-demand, I'm going to go ahead and say this is a C tier as well. The ceiling on this is a bit lower than, let's say, an e-commerce product or the other ones we're going to talk about, but it is a great way to step up from just relying on ad revenue share. I mean, you could have your first viewer buy a cool t-shirt that you're selling for your brand rather than having to wait to get thousands of viewers before you get that ad share or you get those sponsorship deals. All right, next we're going to talk about digital products, digital courses, information products. This is one of my favorite things to sell because of how much it can produce. Okay, if you are an educator or you are in that informative content realm, then this is an incredible product to put out there. It's right in line with e-commerce, except it's all information. So you can sit down in a week and you can record 50 videos on how to fix some problem, and that is a course that you can sell for the time being, for a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years down the road. Now, what's great about digital products is that you do not have as many moving parts as e-commerce, where it's all digital. You have no fulfillment in place. Once they buy, they just are usually in a membership site, or they get delivered the link to go download the product, whatever it may be, ebooks and workshop courses. You know, those are very low maintenance to maintain and to fulfill, and the profit margins are incredible. Where e-commerce, you have ad costs, you have fulfillment costs, you have customer support costs. So you're looking at 15, 20, 25% profit margins after it's all said and done when you're selling a physical product. But digital products, once you've created the product, there are no fulfillment costs, right? A membership site costs like $200 a year or something, unless you're going a high-end one, and that's still going to be very low percentage compared to selling e-commerce products. So you get like an 80, 85% profit margin per sale on a digital course. Now, the downside of digital courses is typically they will get outdated relatively fast, depending on the topic and niche you're talking about. I've launched like Facebook advertising courses in the past, and if you've done Facebook advertising or any type of online advertising, you know that the algorithm, the system, the way that you should go about it changes like every 3 or 6 months. So the things I was doing 6 months ago, Facebook will frown upon now, and they have another system they prefer, and in 6 months from now, they're going to go back and like the thing I was doing a year ago, right? So you kind of keep up to date, and your courses might not be a lifelong product, whereas if you have a good, solid physical product, that can be a 50 to 100-year brand if you wanted it to be. So I'm going to go ahead and put digital products on that S tier. It's my favorite type of product to have in place, and that's mostly because I am an educator, and most of the content I create, we're focusing on fixing a problem. So it's a very easy lead-in to have content that's showing people the symptoms, the reasons why they have these problems, the starting fixes to the problem, and then I give them the ultimate solution in the digital course, a digital product. And then we have affiliate sales or our own e-commerce in there as the tools and the supplements that they can kind of help fix the problem even faster, right? So those kind of trios there really work well together. A digital course on the how-to fix the problem, your own e-commerce product to help them fix the problem, the tool or to enhance the fix of the problem, and then the affiliate sales, which are other tools and other supplements that help fix the problem faster. They all really work well together. So S tier on my digital products because they are my favorite overall. All right, next we're talking about services. Now, this is mostly for those of you that already provide a service. If your problem educational fixes are about, if you're a lawyer, if you're a chiropractor, if you have any type of service that you're going to provide to help them get the goal, the results they're looking for, I think this is a really great offer to have in place. One, services are one of the easiest things for you to sell, and they're pretty high dollar, right? If you're doing advertising for someone or you're building an AI chatbot for someone, you can charge hundreds, if not thousands and thousands of dollars to be able to create these services. And it's something that you can sell relatively quickly as a newcomer. If you have any skill at all, if you can write emails, if you can write blogs, this is where I started to make money online in the early days, was just write blogs for someone. A 350 to 500 word blog, you get 10 of those in a day. $50 a pop or whatever, you have a really good kind of payday, and you can get reoccurring members, reoccurring clients on board with these services. So services are a really great way to start your business, to start making money online from content creation. But the downside of services is that you're dealing a lot with clients and client results. Now, if you've ever been on a client-based business, you understand that you're not going to hit your goals 100% of the time, or at least you're not going to hit the results maybe in the time frame that your client expects. People have different expectations. Dealing with them is going to be different depending on their personalities. And a lot of times you're going to have to deal with that negative side of human interaction and just having clients. So you're very much reliant on how the client's feeling about your results, even if you're getting what you promised them and it's just not happening fast enough, or it's not happening at a good enough profit margin, or whatever it may be. Those clients are going to always kind of be on your tail, always trying to get more out of you than maybe you've signed up for. So service offers are great. They're incredible things to start with. But again, dealing with clients, just depending on your own personality too and your own business style, that could be a positive for you. Where I am not really into dealing with people. I'm an introvert who likes to create content behind a camera and then have digital products with an AI chatbot deal with all your customer support. That's pretty much how I like to set up my business. The less I have to deal with humans, the better, is my thought. But if you're really a people person, you like that kind of dealing with clients, then that could be a positive for you. But for me, services are a good C ranking here, where it's that middle ground. I think it's one of the best things you can start off if you haven't made money online or with your business. Go with services because they're very easy to sell, and they can get you to that kind of quit your 9-to-5 job much quicker than if you're selling a $20 t-shirt, right? If you're doing merchandise, you have to have quite a bit of audience. You have to make quite a bit of sales to be able to hit 5 figures a month, where you could have one client paying you 5 figures a month for which, depending on the service that you're going to be selling. All right, last on my list is consulting. Now, I'm going to bunch a few things together here, where consulting could be like one-on-one consulting, where I'm giving you my expertise and my knowledge to help solve your problem faster. It could be events where maybe you're having a conference or a mastermind, or you have a group workshop, anything of that where you are consulting, giving your knowledge outside of just a course that's going to be up on a website. Now, this is really great type of offer because it is very, very high dollar. You can have consulting anywhere from a couple $100 per session to several $1,000s per month. I have seen many people sell consulting at $30,000, $50,000 a year, and the consulting includes maybe one group call every Wednesday where the guy will just answer questions of the members, right? Maybe a live event once or twice a year along with it. Whatever it may be, consulting is a really great offer to get to that 7-figure mark with not a huge amount of work. Now, again, the consulting is going to be very reliant on your people skills and how you're able to get results for others. If you're a good teacher, an educator on what you do, you have a good system to share with them to get people from point A to point D or whatnot, then consulting's really great. But again, on the downside, you have to deal with people. And also, it's going to be reliant on your time. You can only consult so many people in the time that you have. So there is a ceiling there. But again, that could be a couple $1 million a year still with the consulting. It's a really great way to have a high-end offer. If you have a good business system, typically you're going to have a low-end offer, a mid-end offer, and then a high-end offer. So you might have like a $20 lead-in product that gets them in the door. You have a $500 to $1,000 kind of mid-end product that keeps them around for years. And then you have that really high-end product at $20,000, just examples here, to really kind of focus my attention on one person at a time. So you can have a good high-end offer in place with consulting, especially if you're like a service industry or the digital products, the educational, those type of content creators. You're going to have a lot of success if you put consulting in there. But again, you're dealing with people and it's your time. So there's a ceiling on how much you can really produce with that consulting. So I'm going to go ahead and put consulting at a B tier because of how really easy it is to kind of produce, as well as how much you can get paid to do these things. But overall, that is our list, guys. That's our ranking of all the ways you can make money from your content creation and really internet business in a run. There's lots of different variations of all those, definitely, where you could have, instead of a Shopify store with e-commerce, you could have your product listed on Amazon. You have an Etsy store, you know, all the different things you can do. But overall, those are the ways that you can make money from your content. And in my personal opinion, that's where I would rank them. So guys, what do you think? Where would you rank? What is your favorite income stream and moneymaker from your content? What is the business model you like to focus on? I'd love to hear your opinions. Go ahead and leave them in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. It helps with the algorithm. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you in the next one.